Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to solve the question number 10, paper 3, May 2020. We have a tank containing water in the form of a hemisphere. The axis is vertical, the lowest point is A and the radius is R. The depth of the water at time t is equal to h. At t is equal to 0, the empty is full. This is important information. When t is equal to 0, full means h in this case will be equal to the radius. So when t equals 0, the tank is full and the depth of water is r. At the instant when the tap at A is opened, the water begins to flow out. Flow out means the change rate will be a negative in terms of h. Flow out at a rate is proportional. Proportional means a directly proportion. So dV by dt directly proportional with root of h. Because it's full out means a negative. So dV by dt decreased dV by dt. So you can write dV by dt after writing the constant of proportional will be negative k root h. The tank becomes empty when t is equal 14. This is another information. When t is equal 14, becomes empty means v is 0, so the height will be 0. The volume of water in the tank V given by equation, V is equal to third pi 3r h squared minus h cubed. So that h is satisfied by dh by dt is, from the given information, we have v, but you can find the dv in terms of h, whereas r in this case is constant. So I will start from this equation and find the derivative. Then, because he asked to get dh by dt, if you use the chain rule, dh by dt is equal to the product of dh by dt. The variable in between now is dv. So you have to prepare dv by dt, and we already have dv by dt. So first you have to get dh by dv. But the equation v in terms of h, find first dv by dh, then find the reciprocal. So I will start now to get dv by dh from the given equation. Third pi is a constant, leave it. Differentiation 3r also is a constant, leave it. H squared, its derivative is 2h minus 3h squared. You can simplify. Sorry, it's 3x squared, correct. Now you can multiply third pi, or you can keep pi outside and multiply third only. Multiply by third will be 2rh. Multiply by third will be h squared. So when I ask to get dh by dv, we'll write it like this: 1 over pi into 2rh minus h squared. So dh by dv. Now we'll substitute in this equation, chain rule, dh by dt is dh by dv is 1 over pi into 2rh minus h squared multiplied by dv by dt is negative k root h. Negative k root h. But you can remove root h and write it h to the power of half. But if you look at the equation, there is no h written up. This means you have to move it down. In case of you moving h to the power of half down, you have to write it h to the power of negative half, then expand with this expression. So still we need to simplify more. It's negative k divided by pi. When you multiply h to the power of negative half with the first one, it's 2r, h power 1, h power of negative half, add the powers will be h to the power of half. minus h to the power of 3 over 2. This is the final answer, but it's written b over, means you can remove negative k over pi or k over pi. No, it's keep negative, so I'll keep negative, but remove k over pi and write it another constant to b as it's written. So negative b over 2r h to the power of half minus h to the power of 3 over 2. This is the final answer of part 2. Solve the differential equation and obtain an expression. First, I will start with the equation dh by dt is equal negative b divided by 2r h to the power of half minus h to the power of 3 over 2. You have to separate the variables. So by taking dt with b and dh with this expression, 2r h to the power of half minus h to the power of 3 over 2, all multiplied by dh is equal negative b by dt. Then start to integrate both sides. Integrating the left-hand side respect to h, 2 are constant by adding 1, 3 over 2, divided by new power 3 over 2, minus by adding 1, 5 over 2, divided by 5 over 2, is equal negative bt plus, don't forget to write the constant in the integration. We can simplify more. It's 2r multiplied by 2 over 3 will be 4 over 3 r h to the power of 3 over 2. 5 over 2 will be 2 over 5 h to the power of 5 over 2 is equal negative bt plus c. They ask to get t, I think t in terms of h. T in terms of h and r, we can take negative b to the other side to be bt is equal 4 over 3r h to the power of 3 over 2, or after finding the value of b and c. Let's start now with the first information about t equals 0. H will be r. When t equals 14, h will be 0. Let's start with this point. When t0, h is equal to r. When t is equal to 0, you can remove h and write r. So 4 over 3r, r is constant, r 3 power 2, minus 2 over 5, r to the power of 5 over 2 is equal to c. Simplify, 4 over 3r power 1, r power of 3 over 2 will be 5 over 2, minus 2 over 5, r to the power of 5 over 2 is equal to c. Then simplify, 4 over 3 minus 2 over 5 by simplifying will be 15 and 14, r to the power of 5 over 2 is equal to c. Now we can remove c and write it. It's 14 over 15 r to the power of 5 over 2. Second information, if you move negative b to the other side, negative bt to the other side to be positive, now it's bt is equal 14 over 15, 14 over 15 r to the power of 5 over 2, minus will be plus 2 over 5h to the power of 5 over 2 after removing from left to right. Then minus 4 over 3rh to the power of 3 over 2. How to get now b? When it's given another information, when t equals 0, t equal, when h equals 0, t equals 14. So 14b is 14 over 15 r to the power of 5 over 2. This part is 0, this part is 0. Dividing by 14, so b now is 1 over 15 r to the power of 5 over 2. So the final b is 1 over 15 r to the power of 5 over 2t is equal 14 over 15 r to the power of 5 over 2 plus 2 over 5 h to the power of 5 over 2 minus 4 over 3 r h to the power of 3 over 2. You can multiply all by 15 to get the subject. Multiply all by 15 will be 14 r 5 over 2 multiplied by 15, 14 r to the power of 5 over 2 multiplied by 15 will be 3 to be 6 multiplied by 6h to the power of 5 over 2 multiplied by 15 will be 5 will be 20 rh to the power of 3 over 2. Then you can divide it by r to the power of 5 over 2. T is equal 14 r to the power of 5 over 2 divided by r 5 over 2 plus 6 h power 5 over 2 divided by r 5 over 2 minus 20 r h to the power of 3 over 2 divided by r to the power of 5 over 2. Now you can simplify more. This part will be r power 0, which is equal to 1 will be 14 plus 6. You can write this part as h over r all to the power of 5 over 2. And r simplified with r will be 3 over 2. Also will be same. So you can write it as h over r all to the power of 3 over 2. This is t in terms of r and h as he asked to find in the second part. Thank you.